Christoph, come.
Hey, Chuck and Christoph here, and Jeannie. Guess you're wondering where Christoph is. Well, actually, he's driving. No, Jeannie's actually driving. So we left Zion National Park and headed up to a town called Escalante, Utah. We're on our way up to the Salt Lake area, eventually up into Park City. But we stopped here. We're going to spend a week with some friends and relatives of ours. And Escalante is a pretty neat little town right down here. This is Main Street, the main street that's going down here. Escalante was, well, here's Mimi's Bakery, or the grocery store right there. See, it has a grocery store, pretty neat. And we'll see Mimi's Bakery coming up here soon on the right-hand side. I'll tell you a little bit later about Mimi's Bakery. But it first got on the map back in the late 1700s with Father Sylvester. There's Mimi's Bakery. Don't forget that. Father Sylvester something Escalante passed through here on his way from Santa Fe to California. But then it was it's not established, but really started to grow back in the middle 1800s, mainly a ranching town. Population today is about 900 people, so you can't say it's not a really big town, but in the summertime they have close to a little bit shy of 1 million visitors come through here. Escalante is right on the Escalante Grand Staircase National Monument. I think I got that right. There's the mountain up there where we climbed up, and water towers on top of it. And that was an RV park and a great restaurant that we just passed. Well, we just turned off a Main Street now, heading up to the house where we'll be staying at, Leland and Dale's. And had great weather here, and it was really nice. Well, here's the house we were driveway camping at for the last week. Christoph had a ball with their dog named Bach, as in Bach Beethoven. And we had electric. Water was available, but our tanks were pretty well full. So we were good, used the restroom inside. And it was really nice. Had a view of the mountain there. Well, such a pretty day that Christoph and I are going to take a hike to the top of this hill mountain or whatever it is, right up from the house. It's got a water tower on top of it, and the views from the top to Escalante, the town of, should be really spectacular. And there's Christoph. This hike up here tired him out. Figured he'd sit down and chill for a while, catch his breath. Well, we made it to the top of the mountain, and as you can see, there's ATV trails that go everywhere. Well, here's from the top of the mountain now, looking down onto the road that we were on, that where camper is on, is like right in there somewhere. Right along in there. And Main Street Escalante is right over along in there. As you can see, it kind of sits down in a valley. I guess that's why they settled here. Nice and flat, fertile. The Escalante River comes through. They grow a fair amount of alfalfa. Big horse country. There's all kinds of rodeos and roping cattle, or roping calves is big out here. They have a lot of competition for that. Well, we're headed out of town on Route 12, and we're going to go to Devil's Garden. What's supposed to be there?
Big rocks.
Big rocks. Okay, so we're going to Devil's Garden. As you see, the country is really pretty. This is pretty much what all of southern Utah looks like. Well, there's what we believe is the start of the staircase, the grand staircase that goes all the way down into southern Utah. Looks like a series of plateaus. Kind of a little hazy here today, so you can't see it really good. But anyway, that's where it's at. Well, we made it to the Devil's Staircase, And it was about probably 15 miles back from paved road. Well, here we are. We're getting ready to walk back into Devil's Garden, and they have you sign a register book. I guess they want to make sure if you disappear and they never see from you or hear from you again, that at least you signed in. And that's one of the rock formations. Pretty neat. Looks like something to be in the Old West. A dead tree. Maybe Outlaw Jesse, what was that? Outlaw Jesse something. Jesse Wales, yeah, that's all. The Outlaw Jesse Wales. This looks like some area that he would have came through. Hey, like that stone formation. Pretty neat. And there's Gene walking back through Devil's Den. No, Devil's Garden. I'm sorry. Devil's Den is in Gettysburg, but this is Devil's Garden. How about that gorgeous shot? Like a mini Bryce Canyon. Well, I think it's time we head for a bakery and get some snacks after seeing all this gorgeous scenery. Makes me hungry. Well, here we are in Escalante at Mimi's Bakery, one of the highlights of the town. All homemade goodies. We're going to go in now and take a look and see what she has. Saturday morning, so she's supposed to have all her goodies today. Something sure smells good.
Molecular structure, so it makes for that flaky dough. The one that in the United States, soft wheat berry never caught on. We do a hard wheat berry. It's got a much higher protein, and so it makes the dough a little more cakey. So I use it. I make a croissant dough for pecan sticky buns, but not for croissant. I can't make better than that, so I just import it.
So what's the name of the flour it's called?
It's well, in Europe, they use a soft wheat berry to make the flour.
Okay.
Here in the United States, we use hard wheat.
So you import all your flour?
No, just the croissant.
Just a croissant, okay,
Yeah.
all right. And that's what makes it so much different.
Better, I get it where it is.
And this is Mimi herself, right? Yes, of Mimi's famous bakery in Escalante, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good. So how long you been in business?
Doing the hotel 6 years.
6 years.
This season is our first season. My husband quit his job. He's a great baker. He's better than me.
So what was his background? How did you all get into baking?
I was in the restaurant business since I was 13.
So did you go to school for it or just on-job training?
No, on the job training I ended up a director of operations for a multi-million-dollar corporate restaurants and nightclubs.
Oh, okay. All right. So anybody going through Escalante should stop here at Mimi's Bakery and get some really good. And if they mention Christoph's channel, they can get a free coffee. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There you go. And sometimes you even give samples away, right?
Yeah.
Or tea. Okay. All right. Well, sounds really good. Okay. Our recommendations by what you see here is to stop at Mimi's Bakery and make sure you partake in the goodies. Well, after all those good bakery items, you need to top it off with a good cup of coffee from Kiva Coffee House. It's out in the middle of the desert. Absolutely gorgeous views about 5 miles outside of town. So make sure you give them a visit. And here's Jeannie now in her traveling mode on Mother's Day. What would you have to say to all your children on Mother's Day?
Call me.
Call me. There you go. Call me. What else could you ask for?
That's true. It's about it. Can't think of much else except maybe a good piece of pie.
There's Christoph now. He got up decided to wake up and look around. He's got his own little seat there where he can sit and look out the window a lot better. Well, we're at the Pines restaurant on Mother's Day. We got about a 25-minute wait, but that's not bad. Beautiful ride up here right outside of Bryce Canyon. This is supposed to be the famous place for pies. They're supposed to have some of the best pies around. Well, we're in there waiting, and I shall let you know what the pie was like. And there's the pie menu. What side is that? Is that the
Fruit pie section.
That's the fruit pie, and here is the cream pie.
Oh,
Cream pie
there's a
section.
lettuce in there.
Oh, without the lettuce. Okay. So Jean's having the chocolate cream. I'm having the banana strawberry. Leila and Dale is splitting a pie. What kind are you having?
The sour cream raisin.
Sour cream raisin pie. Oh, that sounds good. Well, we'll have to see how good it is.
A man after my own heart.
No, that's a
I
pie.
scrape the cross down, put it on my plate because people just leave it. I think.
That's the chocolate cream.
Oh,
Ooh, you probably won't be able to eat all of that.
probably won't. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stream with my French fries.
Yeah, and what is this? Is the
Sour
what?
cream raisin.
Sour cream raisin. Yeah, that does look yummy. Well, yeah, we may have to stay here all day. Well, it's time to hit the road after having that great pie. We're on our way now to Salt Lake City. We're going to stop at Fort Cove on the way. That's where Route 70 ends. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any episodes. Stay tuned for our next episode. We're going to be stopping at Fort Cove, which is where Route 70 ends. Then, thanks so much for watching.